Hello friends, welcome to today's Python programming and data science class, and in this class we will learn the for loop in Python. So after that we are going to use the continue and break statements in this for loop, and this is the extension of the last class control statements, and in the last class we have seen the while loop. Okay, and today we are going to learn for loop. Here, the Python for loop is different from other language for loop like C and C++. And here for loop is used to traverse a list, a string or dictionary or tuple sequentially, because these things are having a sequence of data. To traverse each data sequentially, we can use this for loop, right? Hence, this Python for loop is similar to for each loop in other languages. Okay, now let us see the syntax for the for loop. Here, for followed by a variable in sequence. Okay, this sequence contains an array of data. It may be a list, tuple, a string or a dictionary, whatever it may be. Okay, and followed by a list of statements, a single statement or list of statements. So this is the syntax for loop. Let us see example for this for loop. First, let us see for loop in list and tuple data type. And this is the spider example. Here, the first one is for loop in Python comment. Okay. First, I am using for loop in list example. So, for loop in list is being printed here. So, this is the output. So, output for loop in list example. Here, I have created one list. Okay, list 1, which contains 5 values: Raja, Rahu, Ravi, Rani and Rekha. Okay, now I am going to print all these values one by one by using for loop. Here, for I is my variable. Okay, I in list. List is this particular list variable. Okay, this list contains many values, not a single value. Okay, in our example we are having 5 values in this list. After that we are going to print this I. Okay, what will happen? Initially I is Raja. Okay, the Raja will be printed. Next I will be incremented to next value. Next it will goes to Raghu. Raghu will printed next. See, Raja, Raghu. After that the third value will printed here, Ravi, Rani and Rekha. Okay, so all the values will be printed one by one. And the next one is end of list. So list will be ended here. Okay, and this is for giving a blank space. I am using a empty print statement. And next we will go to tuple example. Okay, so I am going to use the same values for this tuple variable also. Okay, tuple 1, which is equal to Raja, Rahu, Ravi, Rani and Rekha. Okay, the same value for I in tuple 1 colon followed by print I. What will happen? The I value will be printed, and that will be incremented at each step until it reach the last value. Okay, hence all the values will be printed here. So once it reach end, then it will goes to end of tuple. Okay, and last one empty print here. Okay, now let us see the variable values. What is the last value which is stored in I? That is Rekha. Okay, because Rekha is printed here, isn't it? Okay, and the list value, we have created one list variable here, isn't it? So what is the value of list? So this is the data type is list, size is 5 because 5 values are stored here. And next variable is tuple, and this is of type tuple, and size is 5. How many values are there? 5 values are there. Okay, this is the for loop for list and tuple datas. And next let us see the string example. Here I am having one string variable. The value is engineering college. Okay, str1 is string variable. Okay, so this is my variable. After that I am having one variable in string. Okay, now I am going to print this I. Okay, so what will happen? Every character will be assigned to this variable. Each and every character in this string will be assigned to this variable, and all the characters will be printed here one by one. Okay, so actually what is the value which is stored in str1? That is engineering college. Okay, now I am going to print each and every character from that string, right, by using this for loop. The same for loop I am also using here. See, first time I having E, N, G, I. So likewise all the characters will be printed here. Okay, after that end of string. Next, what is the final value of I here? The last value of I is E. So this E is stored here in this I variable, right? And next, let us see how the range function is used in for loop. Okay, now I am going to print the numbers 0 to 9 continuously. Okay, what will do for this? Here I am having last number 10. Okay, this is a variable, last number integer type 10. See, the variable is here. Okay, 10 is stored here. Now I am going to use a counter variable. Okay, for count in range. Okay, the range function. What is the purpose of this range here? This means 0 to last number n, which is used in the other languages. Okay, this is the starting value and this is the final value, right? Print count. Okay, so initially what is the initial value? 0. 0 will be printed here. After that n will be incremented to 1. Okay, and 1 will be printed here. After that, so every time the count value will be incremented by 1 and that will be printed here. Once it reaches 10, okay, last value, see how many value will be printed here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, once it reaches 10, then that will come out of the loop. Okay, so for this purpose we are using this range function in for loop. And next we will use the continue and break statement in the for loop. Okay, so here I am using the same example, last number equal to 10 and count for count in range 0 to last number, the same example. Okay, once the count value reach equal to 3 or the count value is equal to 6, then continue. What is the purpose of continue? The continue will go to the first line of the loop. Okay, after that if the count value is equal to 8, then break statement. What is the purpose of break? So the break will break the sequence and this will go to the end of this loop after the loop statement is executed now. Okay, now let us see what is the output here. So the count value is equal to 3, then see 0, 1, 2. If it is equal to 3, then what will happen? Continue will be executed. So 3 will not be printed here, right? So after that 4 will be printed here, 5 will be printed here. Once the count is reached 6, then the 6 will not printed here, isn't it? So the control will go to the first line of the loop, right? And 7 will be printed here. Once the count is reached 8, then what will happen? That will come out of the loop. Okay, 8 and 9 will not be printed here because once the count reach 8, that will break the loop and that will come out of the loop. Okay, likewise we can use continue and break statement in the range function. And next let us see another example, that is continue in string data type. How we are going to use the continue in the string data. See here the string 1 I have used to the Kuppam Engineering College, the same example. Here I is a counter variable. Okay, I will be incremented one by one and the corresponding character will be printed here, isn't it? This is what the example we have seen in the last slide itself. Now I'm going to use if I equal to E, okay, then or I equal to G, then I'm using continue. That means the character E and character G will not be printed in this list. See here we cannot see this E or G. So in the college we have missed E and G, isn't it? Okay. So this is the continue statement in the string data. And next let us see the both continue and break statement in the string data. Okay. Now if I equal to E or I equal to G, I can use this continue. Okay. If I equal to L, okay, once the I value reached L, then I'm using break. Okay, I'm using break. What will happen? Break will come out of the loop. Okay, so what is the value of STR? STR is Kuppam Engineering College. STR is Kuppam Engineering College. So when it will reach the break, if it reach L, so in the college COLLEGE, isn't it? So once it reach this particular L, immediately the loop will be come out. So the I value, if I value reach L, then it will come out. So this is what the output. Kuppam Engineering. E is missed out. Okay, and G also not appeared here, isn't it? E is missing and G is also missing here, and CO, once it reach this L, then the sequence will come out. Okay, up to this we have seen the for loop in Python with the continue and break statement. Okay, in the next class I will give another important topic from Python. Thank you.